Right, hi everybody. Two Rider here, back again for the regular Saturday outing, and we've got a new bike for you today. But I'll talk about that in a sec. Just a little bit of channel admin to do first. Um, Once again, thanks for your comments. I do get to read them all, and sometimes I might do it once or twice a week, and then I'll try and reply to as many as possible. But it's really kind. The feedback is really good, so we must be doing something right. And hello to all the new subscribers. It's really great when you see all the different countries that are coming on board to watch the video. So yeah, thanks to all the new subscribers and welcome to the channel, and hope to see some more of you soon. So this is going to be a quick just an initial thoughts around this new bike, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's going to be pretty quick and nothing too in depth, but yeah, I'll introduce you to the new bike and let me know what you think. And blimey, we've had some water, haven't we? The Arun Valley is just still flooded. It feels like it's been like this for weeks, but at least it's not raining, it's a little bit sunny. So I'll bring you up to date with the bike and let you know the story of how it all came to be in my possession. Right then, everybody. Hello. So, yeah, Interceptor 650. So this isn't a loan bike, or I've got it for a couple of hours out of a showroom I've actually spent on my son's inheritance, and we've bought this for the channel. So I have traded a bike, as there's only so many I can fit into the garage. I need a bigger garage than I really. But we've traded the Honda NT750X. I know it's going to disappoint some of you, but I did mention that if it was going to be one bike that was going to go, it would probably be that one. So we've gone down the Enfield route again. So we've now got two Enfields in the stable. Actually, we've got the Hunter and this. So you've got like the baby brother to this sitting in the garage as well. Um, I actually got this from a Honda dealer in South London, and they were very keen to get my NC. I was slightly shocked how much they gave me for the NC. I think I've had that bike 11 months, something like that, and I only lost £400 on it. So I was quite happy to let that go. This bike, for people that want to know, this was 4999. It's a 2023. It done about 1900 miles, so not much really. Um, I've done a few bits already. I've only had the bike a couple of weeks, but I put that screen on. You might have noticed that I do tend to put the little fly screens on, and it's really not to protect me, but to protect the clocks as much as anything. Bit of a sod to get on because you got to take the indicators off and the headlight cowl and that, but it wasn't that difficult to do. I've also got the Hepco and Becker panniers. Now they came with the bike. It was one of the things that drew me to this actual one when I saw it up for sale. You don't get much change out of about £600, I think, with the panniers and the Seabo fitments. So really pleased to get those. And even with the small amount of miles I've done on this bike, I'm really actually enjoying that. So really, really good. So the bike had its first service done, so I didn't have to bear that cost. So that was a bit of a plus point with this bike, and it's still got a certain amount of the manufacturer's warranty on it, which is another thing that drew me to the bike. As I said, it's only done, and it had only done about 1900 miles when I got it, and they very nicely picked it up and took away the old one. So that was really good. Um, Quite impressive service from the dealer there with that. The other thing I liked about it was the colour. Really nice, sort of deepish blue, sort of electric blue, isn't it? I hadn't seen this colour before. The other thing it had were those tank pads. They got the Union Jack on. I'm not sure whether they are standard or not. Somebody else might be able to tell where they are. But they do improve the look of the bike, I think. Not that it doesn't look good anyway, but I think that's a really nice addition on there. and the bike was mint. To be honest with you, it was just like buying a brand new bike, but with all the running in done and less for me to do on it. I could just get on it and ride. So we'll go off and have a bit of a trolley round, and we'll cut back and forth as we normally do. It's just crazy wet everywhere here still. The Arun's tidal, so the tide's obviously in, so it's all over the place at the moment. I suppose one of the first impressions you always get of any sort of bike or new bike like this is what's that engine like? And I have to say I was incredibly impressed. It's obviously it's a twin, and I did think it might be a little bit um, harsh at higher revs, but compared to my Bonneville, the T214 I've got, which is a twin, it's only 200cc more than this. It's as smooth as that without any shadow of a doubt. And I would say the quietness is about the same sort of loudness as well. Really, this has got standard pipes on it, but it was really smooth, really smooth. I have to say that I actually took my, I think I'd done about 15 miles on this bike, and I then took my IAMS test, Institute of Advanced Motorcyclists or Motorists, whatever you call it, and I took it on this bike, and it was really impressive. It's a very, very nice bike to ride in terms of you get used to it really quickly. Um, and I'll talk about the steering and things a little bit later on as we go on. But I will do something about the IAMS later because I'm a big advocate for that, and really impressive. But I'm just going to show you a few things that I've, little, not niggles, but things that I've found out about this bike as I've had it for the short period. I know some people do this, but the side stand is quite short, so you get quite a lean on it. Um, and I've had this with other Enfields, but not big short, but big too long. So Enfield might have a little bit of an issue with their side stands. It's got the centre stand, and it's easy to get on. You get there's a ring by the seat. You can't quite see it because the pannier's covering it, but it's easy to get onto the side, the centre stand. But you can see how short that side stand is now when you do that, and it does tend to lean. You have to be quite careful on the ground you put this on. If you're already on a bit of a slope, you sort of feel that it might come flying over. Another thing that I've found with this bike, particularly when I was doing the IAMS tests, was how good a turn it's got on it. I.e., the lock on the steering. It's got a really good turning circle. It's a bit like a London taxi, this thing. It's amazing. I know it doesn't show up too well like this, but it might give the impression it turns on a sixpence. And it's not that the steering's fast by any stretch. It's just it's got a really, really good turn on it, which makes it easy to manoeuvre around when you're messing around and shuffling it from point to point in the garage, etc. It's really good turning circle, really impressive. The other thing, just to point out, it looks great from the back. It's there's just something about it that it just looks really purposeful when you sort of walk up from behind this bike. Just a couple more things then before they wrap this up. So the pegs, very similar to my T100, my first one. I You have to be quite careful with these. If you get your leg over there a bit quick, that'll jab into your shin, and that can be quite painful. Um, Seat was very comfortable. It's quite thin, the seat, but it's pretty good. Leg position, really nice. It looks like I'm quite bent there, but do you know what? It gives it quite a sort of aggressive stance. Easy to flat foot, but yeah, really, really good. And it was a really, really purposeful riding position. Let's say that. That's the only way I can really describe that, really. So just quickly on the panniers. So these Hepco Beckers, how they work. So you've got the metal buckles, which just slide out there. You lift up the tops, and then you've got the roll bag inside with the plastic clips. Difficult to do this one-handed, but they are pretty cavernous. And the other thing is the materials are good. They're all lined, double stitch, but they're really good quality. And the other thing is that you can actually remove the entire pannier. They got locks behind them, so you can whip those off for security. Right, I'm going to head back. I hope you enjoyed this sort of quick insight into the new Interceptor, and I will see you in the next video, which will be coming from France. Take care, ride safe.